Hey, Sarah, did you get the test results?
Not yet. Been waiting all morning for them.
Okay, have they said anything at all?
The doctor just came in, reading through them now.
Okay, let me know what they say.
I will. It looks like surgery is the only option.
What do you mean, only option? What exactly did the doctor say?
He said it's more advanced than they thought. The medication isn't working as they hoped.
Oh, man. How advanced are we talking about?
Stage 3. It's spread more than they initially thought.
Spread more, but it's still curable with the surgery?
The doctor went through all the statistics with me and explained. It's not perfect, but it's better than doing nothing, so I agreed to it.
What's the success rate?
65%. It's not as high as we hoped, but it is what it is. So yeah, it looks like we don't have much choice. It's the only way to treat it.
Did you hear anything from the other doctor, the one you went for the second opinion?
Yeah, but they gave me the same conclusion. They even recommended this surgical team.
Isn't there any other way? There has to be something more.
It's better than not having any option at this point. The surgeon has done this procedure many times, don't worry. Besides, I have you and Jake to think about. I'm not giving up without a fight.
Have you looked into experimental treatments?
Yes, but they're too risky. This is our best option. We've been through all the options, Tom. This is the best path forward.
If that's what you want to do, then I won't argue. I want what's best for you, and I support whatever decision you make. Are you still not telling Jake about being sick, though?
Thank you. And no, not yet. Have you seen how stressed he is about the SATs already? I don't want to put any more stress on him. Not right now.
Yeah, he's really pushing himself.
Even if the surgery isn't successful, it's not immediately life-threatening. I can tell him afterward. He's studying so much for it. I don't want him worrying about me during such an important time.
I see. When's the surgery scheduled?
Meeting with the surgical team tomorrow to set the date.
What time is the meeting? I could come with you.
10 a.m., but you don't need to come.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I know at least I'll be admitted next week, and then surgery about 2 weeks after that. With recovery, I'll be in for about 3 months or so.
Which hospital will you be at?
Memorial. It's further, but they have their best surgical team.
Okay, that's pretty far, but as long as you feel comfortable and they know what they're doing.
The commute is long, but worth it for the best care.
3 months. I'm sorry you have to deal with this.
Don't apologize. I'll be fine. Just take care of Jake. Jake will notice something's wrong if I'm gone that long.
Yeah, but we can figure out what to say.
Though honestly, he might end up taking care of you. He's better at cooking and cleaning than you are.
That's okay too.
Remember when you tried to make pancakes last week?
That was one time.
The smoke alarm would disagree.
Hey, I can manage the household if I try. Don't worry about me and Jake. I want you to focus on yourself while you're away.
Will do. But what are you telling Jake about me being gone for 3 months? I've been thinking about this all day. I don't know what to tell him.
We need a good cover story.
I'm thinking of saying it's an extended business trip. I've had shorter ones before, so it won't seem too strange, maybe.
Won't he want a video call?
I can manage some calls from the hospital. Just need to be careful about the background.
What about the hospital noises?
I'll say I'm in a hotel. The background noise isn't that different.
That could work, plus you can still text him.
Might be hard to respond right around the surgery, though. Cover for me, then?
Yeah, of course. What should I say if he asks you why you can't call?
Tell him I'm in meetings or traveling. He knows how busy work trips can be.
What if he wants to send you something?
Give him the hospital address, but say it's my hotel.
Got it. I know the hospital's a bit far, but I'll visit when I can.
Don't feel obligated. I know you're busy with work.
Don't worry about that. I can make time.
Thanks. And maybe bring some snacks when you do?
What kind do you want?
Those cookies from the bakery near your office. The ones Jake likes too.
The chocolate chip ones?
Yes, those exactly. They are so good.
I'll remember to grab them.
I'm filling out the admission paperwork right now, but they gave me so many forms to fill out. Still working on them.
Need help with any of them?
No, just tedious insurance forms. It's just annoying. You know what sounds good?
What is it?
Let's have a family dinner before I go.
Don't say it like you're never coming back.
Sorry, that came out so wrong. I just thought we could have dinner together before I get admitted. With our work schedule, we never eat together, so do you think you can be home for dinner sometime this week? We won't be able to go out as a family for 3 months. I would love to have one.
Sure, I can do that.
Jake's been talking about that new Italian place, and I think it'll be nice for all of us to eat together.
I think I know where you're talking about. Is that the one downtown?
Yeah, by the movie theater?
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Sounds good to me.
Then the new Italian place it is. We can get a cake to wish Jake luck with his SATs too. Just let me know what day works.
Maybe Friday after his mock test?
That works. I'll book it for 7?
Perfect.
Okay.
Drive safe on your way back from the hospital.
Thanks, I will. Have a good day at work, Tom. I don't think I'm going to make it.
The family dinner we planned?
Yeah, can we reschedule?
Sure, what's up? Are you not feeling well today? What happened?
My numbers are getting worse.
What numbers exactly?
The latest blood work. I had to come in and get some blood work done, and it doesn't look good. They're concerned about the progression.
What changed? Is it that bad?
Everything changed, Tom. The markers are all wrong.
Explain to me what's happening now. What does that mean? What are they saying? Sarah?
Sorry, the doctor just left. They're running more tests.
Like, is it progressing more?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Unless there's a miracle, things will keep getting worse. Like, they are telling me I won't have years.
What?
They're not sure how long exactly.
Give me something more specific.
Months, maybe? They can't say for certain.
But you said surgery was the only option and they're hopeful?
It was. We didn't expect this complication.
What kind of complication?
The cancer spread faster than they thought, and now we don't have any other options. The doctors are as surprised as we are.
What are they gonna do?
They're discussing at the moment.
What? There must be something.
They're trying everything they can think of, but surgery won't help.
What about Jake? Will I have to raise him alone? What do I do? If you're not around to help with the kid, am I gonna be the one to do everything?
What is wrong with you? Don't talk about Jake like he's a burden.
No, that's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
I mean, this is all too much. I just don't know how to handle this.
I'm not saying I will be gone soon. It won't happen right away. I probably don't have much time left with you guys.
This isn't what we were told before.
The doctors are trying everything they can for me.
There must be other treatments.
They've explored everything. I know this is not what we wanted. I'm shocked too.
We need to tell Jake now. He needs to know eventually.
Can we wait a bit though?
Wait for what? You just said the time is running out.
I just need time to process this myself.
Time isn't on our side anymore. There's not much time, you said.
I need to process this and figure out how to tell him.
He's gonna find out somehow, and I think sooner is better.
I know, but just give me a week, okay?
A week won't change anything.
It will give me time to think.
But
Please, I'm begging you. Let me find the right words.
how do you tell your child something like this?
Please? Just 1 week is all I'm asking.
You really think waiting is best?
I need time to make arrangements. Write letters maybe, for his birthdays, graduation.
You're thinking that far ahead?
I have to. I won't be there.
Okay, this is pretty overwhelming for me too, so we can wait a week before telling Jake.
Thank you for understanding.
I need time to process this too.
I know you want answers now, but rushing won't help.
No, you're right. We should be careful about how we handle this.
He has enough on his plate right now.
Yeah, we'll wait a week. You must be having the hardest time with this.
The hardest part is thinking about Jake.
I'll do my best with him.
Will you really?
Of course I will.
Just remember, he needs his father now more than ever.
I know my responsibilities.
Make sure you follow through this time.
I will, I promise. Mom? Where are you now?
I'm still on my business trip, honey. Everything okay?
Are you sure you're on a business trip? Don't lie to me anymore.
Jake, I told you I'm away on business. Why do you ask? Do you need anything, honey?
Stop lying to me.
What's going on?
I know that's not true.
Did Dad tell you something?
Did he tell me something? Yeah, he did. I want to hear from you, though. You need to tell me the truth now. Where are you?
Yes, there's something I need to tell you.
Where have you been all this time?
Jake, please, calm down first.
How can I be calm? All this time I thought you were working hard and you loved me. Now I have to drop out and work. How could you have an affair and abandon your son? You're the worst.
What? Wait, what do you mean drop out? What are you talking about?
Dad says we can't afford high school anymore and I need to go get a job to help him out.
Is that what he told you? Did he really?
Yes, he told me everything. I didn't want to believe it, but you have been away a lot more.
Hold on, no. If that is what he told you, what exactly did he tell you?
You ran off with someone else and that he and I need to start working to support each other.
That's absolutely not true.
That's what he said.
No, honey. Look, I'm going to tell you exactly what is going on right now, no lies.
Okay.
I didn't want to tell you like this, but I see I have no other way.
You're kind of scaring me.
I'm in the hospital.
Huh? In the hospital?
Yes, Memorial Hospital.
What are you talking about?
I have been admitted, and that is the reason I am not there. I have been going back and forth of running some tests and treatments for a while now.
Why? What's wrong? What's going on with you?
Honey, let me explain. I am sick. I'm here for a surgery.
Surgery? Are you serious? For what? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want you worrying during your exams. I was planning to tell you after the surgery. You're preparing for the SATs and I didn't want you worrying for me. I wanted you to be able to focus on yourself.
Then how about what Dad said? He said you cheated and left, but was it not true?
No, that did not happen. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner, but the reality is I am in the hospital. What else did Dad tell you?
I don't know what to believe anymore. How do I know you're not lying? He said you left us and now you're saying you're in the hospital for surgery. Nothing is making sense.
I am sorry your dad told you that, but I don't know why he did that in the first place. And everything he told you is not true.
Why? What?
You can come see for yourself. I'll text you the address.
The Memorial Hospital?
Yes, 5th floor, room 507.
So he lied to me? Why did he say you were having an affair and abandoning me? I don't understand any of this.
Honey, I don't understand him neither.
I have something to tell you also.
What is it?
I saw him walking with some woman. They seemed close. When I asked, he said they were dating. Then he told me you'd run away.
Okay, so that is why he told you that story. When did you see them together? Tell me everything you saw.
Last week, near his office.
What did she look like?
Young, blonde. They were holding hands. He said since you're the main breadwinner and you left, I'd need to start working. I was so angry. I've been studying so hard for the SATs.
You will not be dropping out. I would never let that happen to you, ever. You keep going, okay? Don't let anything stop you.
But how will we afford it?
I told you, none of what he told you is true. You don't need to worry about money and tuition. Don't worry, honey.
But what about Dad?
Don't worry about him either. I will take care of it.
I'm so sorry, Mom. I can't believe I'm bothering you with this while you're in the hospital.
Don't apologize. You deserve to know the truth. I'm sorry Dad put you in this situation. Has he been acting strange lately?
He's been on his phone a lot.
It's okay. Actually, I knew about your dad's affair.
What? You did? How long have you known this?
Since before my surgery.
Really?
A few months now. I've been gathering evidence.
Why didn't you say anything? Does he know that you know?
He doesn't know. He was being careful and so was I. I thought he might slip up while I was in the hospital, so I was letting things play out. I'm the one who should apologize for keeping secrets. You must have felt awful because of your dad's lies and my secrecy.
Is that why you've been acting different lately?
Partly. The surgery, too.
I'm shocked, but I'm more worried about your health. Are you okay? 3 months in the hospital, is it life-threatening?
The surgery was serious, but please don't worry.
How serious?
It was, but the surgery was successful. I'm going to be fine.
Promise?
I absolutely promise.
Why didn't you tell me something so important?
I promise. I'm already recovering well.
But still.
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't want you to worry. Plus, I knew I'd beat this. I have to stick around to see you become a veterinarian, don't I?
True. I will become a veterinarian one day, and I'll buy you a nice house.
That is sweet. You always loved animals since you were a baby, and you were always so thoughtful. I know you will be the best one. I will support you all the way, so don't worry about anything. This is my job to support you, honey. You just need to focus on yourself.
Mom, whatever happens, I'm staying with you, and I'm sorry I doubted you.
You're going to be a wonderful vet. We'll figure everything out. Don't worry about money.
Can I come see you now?
Of course you can. You know I always love spending time with you.
I'm really, really sorry. As long as you're okay, nothing else matters. But please, no more secrets. I'm starting high school next year. I'm old enough to handle difficult stuff.
You're right. You are old enough. I should have trusted you more.
I'm taking the bus to the hospital right now.
Be careful. Text me when you arrive.
I will. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Sarah, we need to talk.
Sure, what is it?
It's important.
Okay, what is it?
I've been thinking about our situation.
What situation exactly?
About your condition, how it's progressing and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah?
I want a divorce.
Oh, really? Now? You want a divorce now?
With you getting worse, right now is the time.
Huh. Interesting timing.
You need to focus on your health. I'm sorry to do this while you're suffering, but I can't watch you waste away, and I can't tell Jake you're dying. Let's divorce and say you moved away.
Interesting move, Tom. Because it hurts too much for you. You're leaving us? Are you sure there's no other reason for it?
What do you mean?
Is this about your girlfriend?
What? Girlfriend? No, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't know what you're talking about.
So this has nothing to do with your girlfriend?
Like I said, I don't have one. I would never.
Okay, then how about the one Jake saw you with?
He told you that? I don't know what he told you, but I don't have a girlfriend. I just want a divorce while you're still well enough.
Should I show you the proof?
What are you talking about?
Really? Need me to forward the messages you sent her?
What messages?
You seemed pretty excited when you told your girlfriend that I won't make it.
What messages? What girlfriend?
Your blonde girlfriend.
Huh?
The ones where you discuss your plans after I'm gone. The messages about my life insurance and that you are trying to get rid of me soon.
How do you know all of this?
Don't bother denying the affair. I have proof. You know what I think? I think the fact Jake saw you two together, you figured you would get a divorce before I found out about your girlfriend. Isn't that why you're asking for a divorce now?
How did you?
I have everything, Tom. It's too bad I'm here to stay. It looks like your plan isn't going to be happening the way you wanted.
Wait, was the illness a lie? But you were really in the hospital.
You really want to know the truth?
Yes, tell me, what is going on?
The illness, hospital, and surgery were all real.
And? I thought you only have months.
The surgery was a complete success, but the part about it failing was a lie.
What do you mean? You lied about dying?
Yes, I did.
Why would you lie about that? That's not anything to lie about.
To see what you do, I had to know.
What?
I wanted to see how low you'd sink. Wanted to watch what you do thinking I was dying.
That's cruel, Sarah. How could you? This is not acceptable.
Is it? Is it more cruel than cheating?
Lying about life and death matters is awful. You don't do that.
What about telling Jake I abandoned him? The lies you told him. You're cheating while I have a life-threatening illness, and now you're lecturing me? You even told Jake he couldn't even finish high school. So let's say hypothetically I died. What were you going to do? What was your plan then?
I thought we won't have money to let him go to college, so I figured he should just get a job now. It was a realistic plan to me.
Realistic? What are you talking about? He will never have to worry about money as long as I am alive.
I was just thinking how to survive without you.
My life insurance would have covered his college education. You were planning to use that money with your girlfriend, weren't you? Unbelievable.
She needed help with her mother's medical bills.
Her mother?
Since you know now, yes, she is my girlfriend. I wasn't going to use the money on her for nothing, but her mother is sick and needs surgery money, so I wanted to help a little.
Her mother who died 10 years ago.
She's not dead, she's just sick. How would you know all this anyway?
You fell for that classic scam? I hired a private investigator on you.
It is not a scam. She showed me photos of her.
She has a live-in boyfriend.
What? No way!
Sorry to burst your bubble.
That can't be true. I don't believe you.
Want to see the evidence? I got tons of them.
That just can't be true. She said she couldn't have me over because she lives with her dad.
You really believe that? You never thought to check any of her stories?
She wouldn't lie to me.
Oh, you're so naive. Obviously, that was a lie. She showed you photos of her sick mother, right? Well, maybe that was from Google Images. What an idiot.
She really has another man?
Yes, about 10 years older than you. Not a great guy either. Apparently, he put her up to scamming you. You deserve that.
All this time, she was lying to me? Everything she told me?
How much did you give her?
I Oh no! I can't believe this.
I can't believe how blind you were. It was so obvious.
I guess. Why a much younger woman would want to be with a guy like me, huh?
Duh. Tell me how much money you gave her so far.
I don't want to say it. I can't.
Unbelievable. You were pretty despicable to me and Jake. This is karma for sure. I don't know who you are anymore. You betray your family for something so stupid.
You know what, Sarah? I'll fix this somehow. Let's work on it. We can fix it. It's not too late.
Oh, please. There's nothing to fix. Don't even.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I was an idiot. Please forgive me. I think we should try. You're gonna be well, right? So let's work on our marriage.
I don't know how stupid you think I am, but I've already contacted my lawyer. I have nothing left for you. I am so done with you.
We can work it out.
Keep dreaming. I'm getting discharged next week. I will have the divorce papers ready to sign for you. I would start packing if I were you.
Wait, I don't want a divorce. Please let me fix this. I know I messed up, but I can still fix this.
Oh, now you don't want a divorce? How convenient. Wasn't this your idea? I agree with you that we should get a divorce. You asked first.
No, it was all a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? Like I said, I am done here. You told our son I abandoned him and tried to make me the bad guy in this. You crossed the line with me.
I was being scammed. If I hadn't been scammed, I never would have cheated. I'm the victim here.
Let me make this clear. While I was sick, you cheated. And when you thought I was dying, you tried to divorce me. You even told our son I was the one who cheated and walked away. The fact you got scammed is not my problem. It's what you deserved. There's no way I'm forgiving such a horrible man. You are dead to me.
Give me another chance. Please, I will do anything.
After what you did to Jake and me?
Please, Sarah, I'll devote myself completely to our family from now on. I will work hard and be home early to spend time with you both.
You should have. You chose her.
No!
Don't bother. I was terrified before the surgery, and your affair was always in the back of my mind. But you were off enjoying time with your girlfriend, just pretending to care. That's when I decided I'd never forgive you.
What about Jake? Think about him. We need to stay for him.
I am thinking about Jake. He doesn't need trash like you in his life.
I'm sorry. I really messed up. Please don't leave me. I'll never do anything this stupid again.
The divorce is to make sure you can't do stupid things to us again. Besides, you left us first. I can't believe a single word you say anymore, and neither Jake nor I want to live with such a terrible excuse for a father ever again.
Can I at least talk to Jake? Maybe I can tell him it was all a misunderstanding.
No, he doesn't want to talk to you. He said he has nothing to do with you anymore, and he already decided to stay with me after the divorce.
Please, let me explain to him.
He doesn't want to talk to you, Tom. Not after what you did. You hurt him.
Sarah, please.
Goodbye, Tom. The lawyer will contact you. After that, my husband apologized many times, but neither my son nor I forgave him. The divorce was finalized a month after my discharge. When my husband confronted his girlfriend about scamming him, she ghosted him. Of course, I received compensation from her for the affair. My husband had given her most of his savings, and what little he had left went to the divorce settlement, child support, and damages. I don't know where he lives now, but I imagine he's living a lonely, single life. I've recovered well since leaving the hospital and recently returned to work. Now I live happily with my son Jake and our dog Peach. Jake got into his dream school and started high school this year. After everything I put him through during his exam prep, I was incredibly relieved when we checked the acceptance notice together. Going forward, I'll take care of my health, work hard, and create many happy memories with my son and our dog.
Marcus, did you leave the office already? Just checking if you're on your way home already. The food's almost ready. I made your favorite pasta today. Even got that wine you like too.
Not yet. I'm just wrapping up at the office. I can probably leave in about 30 minutes or so. Sorry.
Marcus, weren't you supposed to come home early today? I blocked off my entire evening for this. I was hoping you would be home soon. You promised this morning.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I got caught up preparing for a trial. I feel terrible. Why don't you go ahead and eat without me? Don't wait for me. I just want to finish up a few things here. I'll be home as soon as I can.
I specifically asked you this morning if you could make it, and you said yes.
I know. The Morrison case just landed on my desk. Sorry. I'll make it up, I promise.
Then don't promise to come home early. I was excited to have dinner together for once and put extra effort into cooking. I even called your mother for her special recipe.
I really didn't expect this case to take so long. I can't just leave it half finished.
You could have texted me earlier. The food's going to be cold, and I know it won't be as good anymore. Your mother was so excited I was making her recipe. She even joked that it was about time we had a proper family dinner.
I'm really sorry. I promise I'll be home early tomorrow.
Really? Because last week you said the same thing. And the week before that. It's been going on for weeks.
Come on, I wouldn't break my promise 2 days in a row.
This isn't about 2 days. This is about every day this month. Remember when we used to have dinner together every night? You know, back when you were studying for the bar and we could barely afford takeout. We at least had dinner together. I missed that.
I'm trying my best here. The firm expects a lot from new associates.
The firm always expects a lot, but other lawyers manage to have dinner with their families, at least a few times a week. I don't get to see you much anymore. Mike from your office has 3 kids and still makes it home. Even your boss leaves by 6.
Being new means I have to work harder than others. You should know that. I'll leave work early tomorrow to make it up, okay?
All right, I'll believe you. I will be looking forward to it. You know what? You've been coming home late every day recently. Is work really that busy? Or is something else going on? You used to at least text me updates throughout the day. Now I barely hear from you.
Well, they're finally starting to trust me with more cases. It's busy, but I'm enjoying it.
Every time I try to plan something, work comes up. Even on weekends now. Remember when Sunday was our day?
That's not fair. I came home for dinner last week.
Once in 3 weeks isn't exactly something to brag about. And even then, you were on your phone the whole time. Barely said 2 words to me.
That's not true.
I get that you're enjoying work, but aren't you neglecting me a bit? We've only been married for a year. Our first anniversary is next month. Will you even remember?
I'm sorry. I just really want to focus on work right now. I finally passed the bar and became a lawyer. This is my dream. I hope you understand.
After how many attempts? And who was there supporting you each time? Who worked extra hours to pay for your prep courses? Who gave up her promotion so you could focus on studying? Who believed in you when even your parents had given up?
That's not fair. You know how hard I studied.
I know you studied hard. I was there, remember? Bringing you lunch during your study sessions. Proofreading your practice essays. Taking extra shifts to pay for tutors. Remember when I sold my car so you could take that prep course?
You're making me feel guilty.
You should a bit. I understand how you feel. I'm happy you're working hard. but the work-life balance is a bit off. I'd like to go out together sometimes. Even just a quick lunch would be nice. Like we used to do when your office was near mine, before you started canceling on me.
You're right. I'm really sorry. I only became a lawyer thanks to you.
That's not true. You became a lawyer because you studied hard and passed the bar. I just helped where I could. Because that's what partners do. That's what marriage means.
No, you supported me through multiple failures. You even provided for us for years. I'm truly grateful. Thank you for believing in me.
If you're really grateful, you could show it by coming home sometimes. Actions speak louder than words, Marcus. I don't think it's too much to ask. The house feels empty without you. I miss us.
I know I've been distant lately. Let me make it up to you.
How? With more promises?
How about a date next Sunday?
Don't make promises you won't keep. Last month you promised me a weekend trip. Remember how that turned out? I waited at the station for 2 hours. You didn't even call to cancel.
I mean it this time. I'll clear my schedule. Let me check. Next Sunday is...
You already said you were good, so make sure you clear the schedule. There's this new Italian place I've been dying to try. They say their pasta is amazing. Maybe we can finally have that dinner together.
Sure, I'll go anywhere you want.
Oh, and I've been dying to go see the garden downtown, too. I think they're running a special theme on the weekends, so it will be fun to visit. I am excited. I hope you don't cancel on me again. I will make a reservation for the restaurant just in case. I don't want to have to wait in line.
That sounds perfect. We can make a whole day of it.
Really? Like old times when we first started dating? I miss the good old times.
Oh, wait, I can't. I just remembered we have to go to your parents' house on Sunday.
My parents' house. Since when are you close to my parents?
Yeah, they contacted me saying your sister wants them to see your new fiancé.
Rachel is engaged? The one who nearly destroyed my family? I don't follow. What do you have to do with her fiancé and them going to my parents?
Yeah, apparently. She hasn't told anyone who the guy is, so your parents are in a battle with her.
Well, if she is actually getting married, then that would be new. Last I heard, she was in Thailand running from another scandal.
Sorry, I can't go on Sunday, but your parents specifically asked for my help with this. They probably think I can see red flags or something. I don't know. They want me to get involved, apparently. Did Rachel tell you anything about her fiancé?
No, we haven't talked in forever. We are basically strangers. I still don't get why you would have to be there, though. That's confusing.
Not sure how that came about, but your parents seem really worried. They say she's acting strange and all.
That's nothing new with Rachel. She's always been dramatic about everything, since we were kids. You don't know half the stories.
True.
Has she said something to you? Are you talking to her? When did you get so close to my sister?
No, I'm just invited, that's all.
Well, I will go with you then. We'll find out on Sunday. Maybe she's finally changed. People can change, right? Even Rachel?
Yeah, I guess we will.
We can only hope. Every time she needs to talk to my parents, there is always something bad. I don't know what's going to happen, but I have a feeling something might happen. I will go for Mom and Dad's sake, though. One more scandal might break them. She's been the absolute problematic child to them for the longest time. What the hell, Rachel? Are you seriously going to marry Marcus? Yup, that is what being engaged means. I'll send the invitation to our wedding when it's all scheduled out. I can't wait. I have no words for you two. How long were you planning this? Was it when you started coming to family dinners? When you suddenly became interested in my marriage? Don't be dramatic. It just happened. And you had to do the reveal in front of everyone. Mom had to be taken home early. Aunt Jenny had to drive her to the hospital. Her blood pressure spiked because of you. How could you do that to us? Are you proud of yourself or something? Why can't they be happy for me? I just announced I'm marrying my soulmate. The timing felt right. Everyone was there to celebrate. It was perfect. Soulmate? He's my husband. We're still legally married. You stole my husband. You are my own sister. How could you? Oh, I know. That's why I'm grateful to you, sis. For introducing me to Marcus. But today was hilarious. Everyone's faces when they found out my fiancé was your husband. Priceless. Especially Dad's face when he realized his legal consultant was sleeping with both daughters. Lol. The way he dropped his glass. Lol. The way Mom started crying. It was so good. Just pure entertainment. You are so evil. You even planned this whole thing, didn't you? The family gathering. Making everyone come to celebrate your engagement. The champagne toast and the photographer. You went all in. I hope it was all worth it. You wanted witnesses. You wanted everyone to see it. You got them all as you planned. Of course. Needed an audience for the big reveal. Duh. I wanted everyone to know he is mine. What's the point of drama without witnesses? The photos will be amazing. I'll frame them and will be on the wall. Special memory. Maybe send you one for Christmas. You're sick. You need help. This isn't a game. These are people's lives you are ruining. How is this fun for you? Have you lost your mind? Mom is in the hospital because of you. Like after what you did in Singapore. Oh, it was such a great time. I thought it was fun. Plus, you've only been married for a year, right? You supported him until he became a lawyer. And right when things were getting good, I took him. So sad for you. I'm sorry he chose me over you. Must hurt knowing he chose me the moment he could afford to. The moment he didn't need your money anymore. Your connections, your support. Did you two plan this together? Was he in on the reveal? Tell me the truth. Oh, please. Marcus isn't smart enough to plan anything. He just follows wherever I lead him, like a puppy. A very well-trained puppy. He is so cute. When did it start? Tell me the truth for once. I deserve that much. After everything you two put me through. Well, does it matter at this point? You were too busy working to notice anyway. Too busy paying his law school bills, being the perfect wife, and too busy to see what was right in front of you. Why, Marcus? Nobody's going to bless this marriage. Our family will never accept this. After everything you've done and everyone you've hurt. Whatever. I'm happy, so I don't need anyone's blessing. Want to know why I chose Marcus? Because he was your husband. I wasn't planning to marry him at first. Just wanted to play around. But he got serious. I was thinking about marriage anyway, and a lawyer is such a great catch. Plus, watching you work yourself to death to support him was pathetic. So dedicated, so loyal, and so blind. And I didn't have to do any of the hard work. How perfect is that? How long has this been going on? Oh, it's been going on long enough. Remember when you were working late all those nights? While you were slaving away to pay for his school and everything, well, he was with me, in your bed. He let me use the credit card that you were making payments on, too. Rachel, I knew we were not close to each other, but I didn't know you hated me this much. This is not normal. How could you do this to me? To our parents? You really enjoy destroying things, don't you? It is fun and exciting for you, isn't it? I prefer to think of it as taking what I want. And what happens when you get bored of Marcus? Then I'll move on to something better. You haven't changed since we were kids. It's like when we were both kids. I remember you used to take my toys and steal them for fun. You used to laugh about it, and I honestly thought that part of you was gone. But I guess I was wrong. You are still awful and evil. Why change what works? It's always worked for me. You played by the rules and worked so hard. I got everything I wanted by playing smart. Rachel, one day you'll realize what you've lost, what you threw away, who you hurt, and what it cost you. Oh, please. I've only gained things. What do I have to lose anyway? Lol. Let's see. I now have your successful husband, your money, and your life. Thanks for supporting him when he didn't have anything. I will take over from here on. But what do you lose? Have you really thought about that? Sure, you may get him and money, but for what? You will not have your family that backs you up. Rachel, family isn't replaceable. So what? Family is overrated anyway. I will make one with Marcus. You can watch us grow as a family. Just ask Marcus. He basically traded his wife, lol. You are the worst. You ruined my life, and you are so proud of that. I can't believe I was married to a worthless human being, too. You two deserve each other. Oh, boo-hoo. You lost your family today. You no longer have a sister, and I don't have a sister. You two are dead to me. I hope I never hear from you two. Don't contact me, ever.
Sarah, were you the one who called the police on Rachel? Sarah, how could you do this to us? We just had a baby girl. What is wrong with you? Our daughter is only 6 months old. What have you done? You know she needs her mother. Have you even thought about that before calling the police?
Do what exactly? Tell the truth? I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't call the police, to be clear. The victims came forward on their own. I was just asked if I could verify some of the evidence. Or did Rachel not tell you about what she has done?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Rachel's been arrested. They took her away in front of everyone at our daughter's baptism. What do I do now? This is awful.
I didn't do anything. If you have complaints, take them up with Rachel, who was running marriage scams all over the world. She did this to herself, like she always does.
Stop that! That's ancient history, and she changed. She became a mother, and she's different now. I know you don't like her after everything she's done to you, but you don't know her like I do.
Like I said, I had nothing to do with her arrest. The victims just came forward. She had it coming. Did you know about the men in Hong Kong? The guy she scammed. She pulled the scam while being married to you. I don't know why you are so pathetic to stay with her after that.
I know, but she was trying to be better for our daughter. She stopped the scamming business after getting pregnant. She promised me. She meant it this time.
Really? Are you saying this as a lawyer? She might have stopped after getting pregnant, but she was still scamming before that, even after marrying you. She's been arrested, and she's definitely getting prison time now. Can't help it with multiple victims. Plus, she stole a lot of money. The police found evidence going back years, including during your marriage. This whole time, she was running scams. The bank records don't lie, and it showed she has stolen a lot of money too. She is just a terrible, horrible person. I thought she left all the bad parts of her in the past, but she was running marriage scams. She was too proud of her success. She got caught.
You know what? You're just jealous of our happiness. You couldn't stand seeing us together. Seeing us happy as we became a family. That is so low.
What happiness? The one built on fraud? The happiness you built by betraying me? By betraying our parents? By betraying your own values?
I feel terrible it didn't work out between us, but what we have is real. Rachel and I love each other. I'm sorry we hurt you. It's all in the past. You should forget about that already. Besides, you're now married too. Why did you have to get her arrested? Wait, hold on. Did you remarry the police officer just to bring Rachel down? Oh my gosh, was this your plan all along? Is this to get revenge on us, like your way of getting back at us?
What? Do you really think I planned my entire life around revenge? That I fell in love with my husband just to hurt you, and that my whole marriage is about you? How narcissistic are you? Get over yourself.
Why else would you marry a cop? It's too convenient, the timing and everything.
Oh no, do you really think I care that much about you two? That my world revolves around you and I can't move on? How pathetic do you think I am?
Well, we have history. It must have been a traumatic memory for you.
I don't care about you guys anymore. Why do you think I don't talk to you guys? You guys are dead to me. To me, my ex-husband is dead, and I don't have a sister anymore. End of the story. Don't bring me into your stupid drama.
I know we hurt you. I still appreciate everything you've done for me. I hope you know that. That part isn't a lie or anything.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm serious. I know it was wrong of me to betray you like that after everything I put you through. I'm sorry about that.
Thanks.
You were good to me. Maybe I made a mistake.
A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. Cheat with my sister and marriage isn't a mistake. Just please don't talk about our past. I really don't want to talk about it anymore. It's embarrassing.
I wasn't thinking clearly back then. I was just, I don't know.
Clearly, you weren't thinking at all. Or you were thinking with the wrong head. Like all her other victims. All her other husbands.
What am I supposed to do now? I don't know what to do with her now.
Be a father to your child. That is it. Like you said earlier, your daughter needs you more than ever now. Rachel might not be around for a while, so you need to get it together for your baby girl.
I can't do this alone. This is too much.
Stop being like that. She is your daughter. Get it together. I don't know what else to tell you. You need to seriously start thinking about what you are going to do. You are basically going to be a single dad, and she needs you more than ever.
Sarah, please, we need to talk about this. About us. About our future. I know you must have feelings for me still. We can try again and see where it goes.
Are you listening to yourself? What the hell? Gross! Don't even try that. After everything you've done to me, I don't want to hear the word us anymore. After all the lies and betrayal, you think I'm stupid enough to want to go back to you?
I'm thinking practically. We were married once, so we have a good chance if we work together. We built our life together perfectly when it was just us, so why not?
Oh wow, you're thinking selfishly, like always. That's new. You are just like Rachel. You two are the exact same way.
We could be a family again, just like before. I know you would be a great mother.
We were never a real family to you. I was just a stepping stone to you and someone that took care of you while you were busy with Rachel behind my back. You kept me just until something better came along.
That's not true. I did love you. I still care about you. We had something real. We could have it again.
Nope. I am happily married and I don't need you in my life. You are just trying to avoid reality at this point. I know what you are thinking. The mother of your child is arrested, and you don't want to be the single parent raising a baby. You are probably now thinking, what am I going to do with a baby?
I mean, yeah, you know how I worked so hard to become a lawyer. I can't be a single dad and work full-time as a lawyer. That's impossible. I need someone to care for my kid. The baby needs a mother, so she needs you.
Oh, she needs me? And now that Rachel's gone, you want me to come back to fill the hole? You need to step up, be a man, and be the father your daughter needs you to be. Stop trying to put your kid on me.
This was all a mistake. I can't raise her alone. This was not what I signed up for. I can't take care of her alone. I don't know what to do now. You know the baby is innocent and she still needs a mother. Please think about her. It's practical to me that you and I try to work it out again so we can build a family with my baby. You always wanted children, so this could be your chance. Our chance to start over.
You're unbelievable. Please stop. I will never take you back, even if you were the only man left in the whole world. I will not leave my husband. Using your own child to manipulate me is disgusting. Like I said, you need to step up. She needs you, and you are the only parent she has right now.
I'm being honest. I don't think I can. I'm trying to think, but I don't know. I can't see myself raising her alone. I can't.
Stop it.
She needs you. I know you want a child, and I know you'd be a great mother one day. So, maybe, what if you take over? You take custody of her.
You don't mean that. You are just tired, and you are not thinking clearly.
No, I am dead serious. I can't give up on my dream job. I don't want to be a single dad. I don't know anybody who's more perfect than you to take over her custody, at least for now.
And when Rachel gets out, what then?
She won't change. You know that. She never does. So I'm saying maybe my daughter is better off with you.
Are you hearing yourself? You were talking about your own daughter here. You are still as selfish as you were before. I can't believe you are trying to get rid of her like this. Still manipulative and still thinking only of yourself.
But seriously, though, what about the baby and her future? She has to grow up without Mom. Don't punish her for our mistakes. Please, Sarah.
Don't use your daughter like this. Don't make your excuse. She deserves better.
You're right. You see that, right? She does deserve so much better. She deserves you as her mother.
Stop it. Just stop. This isn't right. You are clearly not thinking right. You need to cool off and figure out your life. You need to be strong here.
Then help me. I don't know what else to do. Be her mother for her, please. She needs a mother in her life. I don't want to be a single dad, and I can't take care of her alone. You always wanted to be a mother. I know you'll make a great mother.
If I help, it's for her. Not for you, nor Rachel. Just for her.
Yes, that's all I'm asking. You are all she needs. I want her to have the best parents she could have, and I'm not it. I don't know who else can take her in. Please.
Fine. I'll talk to my husband and think about it. For her sake. Only her sake. Nothing more. Later, Marcus divorced my sister Rachel, and they dumped their child on my parents. I was furious when I heard, but then we learned Marcus had been disbarred for embezzling client funds. Apparently, he did it to pay for Rachel's expensive lifestyle. I was disgusted when I heard, but in a way, it's better the child won't be raised by two criminals. That child is now in my care. Of course, Rachel and Marcus agreed to this. Neither wanted to raise the child anyway. I never imagined I'd become a mother before having my own baby, but my elderly parents couldn't handle childcare alone. And the child is innocent in all this. I was planning to take maternity leave anyway, so I decided to commit to raising both children. While I'm still adjusting to childcare and my pregnancy is getting more challenging, I'm managing thanks to my supportive husband and parents. Sometimes my heart aches thinking about eventually telling the truth, but I won't let that break my spirit. I'll give this child all the love I can. I believe this was meant to be, and I'll raise them as my own daughter.
Thanks to someone oversleeping, today's lunch is instant noodles.
I'm sorry, Richard. I'll make sure to cook properly tomorrow.
You keep saying that. Last week was the same excuse.
I really mean it this time.
When will you actually follow through?
I'm trying my best.
I was looking forward to a proper lunch after that big meeting. Your best isn't good enough lately.
I know I've been struggling.
With what exactly? You're at home all day.
I wake up feeling so sick every morning.
That's becoming a daily excuse.
The mornings are really difficult.
That's putting it mildly.
I haven't been able to sleep well with the back pain.
You need to push through it. Everyone deals with discomfort.
I've been trying to manage the pain.
You said the same thing last time, and then we ended up having instant food for 2 days straight.
But I've been up since 4 a.m. with nausea.
Plus, dinner was just thrown together, too.
I had to lie down between cooking.
More excuses.
The doctor said the nausea might get worse in the 3rd trimester.
Every pregnant woman deals with this.
Everyone experiences it differently.
Every single morning it's something new with you.
The morning sickness has gotten worse lately.
That's becoming your daily excuse now.
Yesterday was the dizziness. Today, the nausea won't stop.
There's always something.
I've been trying to cook between the nausea spells.
Try harder.
I can barely keep any food down.
And what about the other housework?
I managed to do some laundry before the dizziness started.
The house is still a mess.
I'll need to rest more often now.
The house looks worse every day.
I'm sorry, but I'm having such strong contractions, and my stomach feels so compressed and painful.
And what about yesterday and the day before?
The pain comes and goes. Some days are better than others.
You've been saying that for weeks now. What about the laundry that's been sitting there?
I managed to fold half of it.
Half isn't good enough.
I had to sit down because of the contractions.
You always have an excuse ready.
The contractions are getting stronger.
Stop using that as an excuse.
I know it needs to be done. The pregnancy is taking more out of me than I expected.
You're just not trying hard enough.
I'll get to it as soon as I feel a bit better. The doctor said I need to rest when the contractions get bad.
When my sister was pregnant, she worked until her 8th month.
Your sister had her mother helping her.
Don't bring my mother into this.
I just meant having support helps.
You're making excuses again.
Everyone's different.
Isn't that what happens to every woman who gets pregnant? You're just using pregnancy as an excuse to not do housework.
I'm not using it as an excuse. Different women experience pregnancy differently.
You seem to experience it worse than anyone I've ever met.
The doctor says my symptoms are normal, but every pregnancy is different. I really am trying my best.
Your best seems to be getting worse each day.
Maybe if you help sometimes.
I work all day to support us.
But I don't know what else to do.
Try actually getting up and working.
It really is painful. Lately my back pain has gotten so bad, it's hard to even stand.
That's because you've gotten too fat.
But the doctor says my weight is normal. I haven't gained more than the doctor recommended, and weight gain is normal for pregnancy.
Normal? You were complaining about pain weeks ago.
That's not true.
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
I've been careful about what I eat.
No, you've definitely gained weight. Aren't you using pregnancy as an excuse to indulge?
I'm eating also for the baby.
Your face, waist, arms, and legs are all getting pudgy.
I think it's probably just water retention.
You can't blame everything on water.
The baby needs nutrients.
I saw you eating cookies yesterday when you thought I wasn't looking.
I was feeling dizzy and needed something quick. The doctor said some snacks are fine.
The doctor this, the doctor that.
They know what's best for the baby.
That's such a typical excuse fat people use. You don't gain that much weight just from water retention.
I know I've put on some weight, but I have a baby growing inside me.
Stop making excuses.
You need some extra weight for childbirth and breastfeeding.
Just stop hiding behind the pregnancy. You're just being lazy.
My weight is being monitored by my doctor, and my weight is perfectly fine.
Sure, blame the doctor again.
I'm just following their advice.
Yeah, whatever you say. But you know, when my colleague Mike's wife was pregnant, she stayed super slim.
Everyone's body responds differently. Body types are different for everyone. Not everyone can stay slim throughout pregnancy. I'm trying my best with what I can handle. Everyone's situation is different.
Your best isn't good enough.
I don't know what more you want from me.
It's all these excuses that make you fat. Pregnancy isn't an illness, so at least do the housework properly.
You don't understand how exhausting this is.
I'm working to support you since you got pregnant, you know.
I appreciate you working hard.
Then show it by doing your part.
I will try harder tomorrow.
You better. I'm tired of coming home to a useless wife.
Richard, you've gotten so much harsher since I quit my job. Did it bother you that much?
Of course it bothers me. Do you know how tight money is now?
We planned for this.
Plans don't always work out, do they?
We agreed I'd stay home during pregnancy.
That was before I knew how useless you'd be.
We saved enough for a year.
Savings don't last forever.
I thought we both wanted this.
I wanted a wife who could handle things at home. You know how much pressure this puts on me financially.
We discussed this before I quit.
Did we discuss you doing nothing all day?
That's not fair. I'm not doing nothing.
The evidence suggests otherwise.
I'm trying to take care of myself and the baby.
What about taking care of our home?
I thought we agreed this was best for the baby.
Sure, for the baby, but what about our life right now?
What do you mean?
Everything's falling apart at home.
I'm doing what I can.
The house is a mess constantly.
I clean what I can.
Which is hardly ever.
When did you become so cold?
I understand you had to quit work for the baby, but coming home tired and finding a messy house or no dinner prepared, that's different.
But I never expected pregnancy to be this hard.
It makes me dread what it'll be like after the baby's born.
The baby will need both of us. We're supposed to raise the child together.
I know that.
Then why am I handling everything alone? So why does everything fall on me?
You're the one at home all day.
Being pregnant is a full-time job.
Here we go with the excuses again.
The doctor said I need more rest.
The doctor doesn't pay our bills.
Being at home doesn't mean I can do everything. I thought it was obvious that we'd share the housework too.
Share? While I work 12-hour days? You want me to do housework on top of helping with childcare?
You'll need to help sometimes. The baby will need constant attention. I can't do everything alone.
My co-workers' wives manage. Other women manage just fine.
They probably have help from family. You know I don't have that support. I feel so isolated.
Stop complaining and work harder.
Housework and childcare go hand in hand.
Why did you quit your job then? It makes no sense to quit if you're not even gonna handle the house properly.
I quit because we decided it would be better for the pregnancy. We both decided this was safer for the baby.
Then act like it.
I'm trying to prepare for when the baby comes. The doctor said I need to rest more. Of course, I'll do what I can, but once the baby's born, housework might not go smoothly.
That's months away.
I need to think about recovery time.
Stop making excuses for the future.
I don't think I'll be able to move efficiently right after giving birth.
You should be able to recover enough while you're staying at the hospital. You'll be in the hospital for a week after giving birth, right? Make sure you can move properly by then.
What? You can't be serious about that.
Dead serious. I need my rest too. Otherwise, when am I supposed to rest?
What about my recovery? What about my rest? I'll need more time to recover from childbirth.
That's what the hospital stay is for.
Recovery takes longer than that. I'll need help after coming home too. I just want your help for the last 3 months at least.
And what about my needs?
I don't have parents, and you're the only one I can rely on.
My mother can help. Just ask her.
But your mother isn't very supportive. Your mother is kind of...
Here we go again with the mother-in-law complaints.
But she just criticizes everything I do.
You're too sensitive. I know you don't like my mother, but you can't be picky. You're all alone in the world, so who else can you ask?
That was cruel. You know how she treats me. You know the horrible things your mother says to me.
She's just trying to help. Can't you just ignore it? I know that Mom just tends to speak her mind, but she doesn't mean any harm.
Is that so? Because sometimes it sounds intentionally hurtful to me. Every comment she makes is just so cruel.
You're just being negative again. Sarah, you overthink everything. You always take things too negatively.
Because nothing I do is ever good enough.
Well, maybe it can't be helped since you're naturally gloomy. Like Mom says, losing your parents early probably made you bitter.
I can't believe you'd say that. Even you are saying things like that to me now.
Mom raised me well. You shouldn't criticize her. Anyone would feel that way if their mother was being badmouthed. I was raised with love by both my parents.
She only treats you well. She's only nice to you because you're her real son.
See, there you go again, being so negative with that kind of talk. Anyway, I'll ask Mom to help after the birth, so don't rely on me.
Please don't do this.
I'll help with the baby, but forget about the housework.
I don't want that.
You don't get a choice anymore.
Please don't bring your mother into this. Richard, dinner's ready. I made the menu you said you wanted, so please come home.
It's too late now. I'm already eating at a restaurant.
I tried really hard to have it ready earlier.
Not hard enough, apparently. You should have tried harder.
I really did try. I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't fix dinner being late again.
I started cooking at 3 p.m.
If you started that early, how was it late? If you're going to apologize, you should have made dinner earlier. What were you doing all day?
The preparation took longer than expected.
Were you just lounging around sleeping again?
No, that's not it. I wasn't sleeping all day. I started preparing dinner early, but I got dizzy, maybe from anemia.
So you were sleeping instead of cooking? Just sleeping?
The doctor said I need to rest when I feel dizzy, so I just took some rest because of the dizziness.
There's always some excuse. Every day it's something new with you.
I know I'm disappointing you. I'm so sorry.
This is getting ridiculous. I can't take this anymore. I come home tired from work only to get more tired at home.
I understand you're exhausted. I know you're tired from work.
Then show it by having dinner ready. Then act like it.
I just want you to understand my condition. The doctor says I need more rest. I'm really sorry about dinner being late, but I'm in my final month now.
You've been using that excuse for weeks.
The baby is taking so much energy.
Stop blaming everything on the baby.
Don't you care that I'm carrying your baby?
The baby grows by itself. Come on, it's just growing by itself in there. What are you talking about? Stop acting like you're doing something special.
It's not that simple. The pregnancy is taking a toll on me. The doctor said I need to be careful in these final weeks.
Always with the doctor excuses. The doctor this, the doctor that. Always excuses.
I've been dealing with so many symptoms. My body hurts constantly. I had morning sickness and health issues.
You're not the first pregnant woman.
Each pregnancy is different.
You just want attention.
I've been trying my best with all these restrictions.
Every pregnant woman deals with this. You're not special. That's just normal for pregnant women. Who calls it trying when everyone else can do it normally?
Everyone experiences it differently.
This is affecting my life too, so I'm calling Mom over here starting tomorrow.
Richard, don't call your mother. Please, not that. Please. I'm sorry.
What's your problem with Mom? Why do you hate Mom so much? She'll help us with the housework.
She just makes everything harder for me. When your mother came right after I got pregnant, I ended up doing everything anyway. Last time, she just criticized everything I did.
You're exaggerating again.
Your mother kept pushing me to do more.
She was just trying to help you become a better wife.
I had to keep moving around during the worst of my morning sickness, and your mother's words were so harsh.
That's enough. Stop attacking my mother. Mom was saying those things for your own good.
She just makes me feel worthless.
Why are you bad-mouthing my mother? Don't you think that makes me feel bad?
I'm not attacking her. I'm not bad-mouthing her.
Every time I mention Mom, you always have something negative to say about her.
I just can't handle her criticism right now at a time like this.
I've made up my mind. I'm not listening anymore. Mom's coming tomorrow. That's my decision.
Please don't do this.
It's your fault for not being able to handle the housework.
Please reconsider. Richard, please, come back.
You can walk home.
Please don't leave me here.
Why should I? Coming back would defeat the purpose of leaving you in the mountains.
You can't be serious.
This is your punishment for slacking off with housework.
You can't just abandon me here like this.
I already did. Watch me.
It's getting dark.
Perfect time for exercise.
I don't have my phone charger either. How could you do this? I don't even have my wallet.
Not my problem.
What if something happens to me up here?
Should have thought about that before being lazy.
Leaving me in the mountains at night is insane.
You brought this on yourself.
And the baby's due any time now. What if something happens?
Just call emergency services. Just call an ambulance if something happens.
But my phone battery is low.
Oh, but if you call a taxi, Mom will show up again.
The temperature is dropping. It's getting dark and cold.
Perfect weather for exercise. Should have thought about that before being lazy.
You expect me to walk home like this? In this condition? I can barely walk.
It'll help with your weight. Maybe you'll lose some weight finally.
I'm 9 months pregnant.
It's perfect for your diet. We don't need a useless fat housewife who can't do chores.
How can you be so cruel?
You did this to yourself.
Please think about what you're doing.
At least come back thinner.
I can barely walk for 10 minutes without getting tired.
Then take all night if you need to.
Please come back.
No!
I'm scared.
Good.
I promise I'll try harder at home. I'll work on losing weight when I get back, so please come get me.
Too late for promises.
I can't walk home from these mountains. Please come back.
No way. Once I park the car, I'm meeting friends for drinks.
What? You're going drinking in this situation?
I can't drive after drinking, so I won't be coming to get you.
But the weather forecast said snow. Please, it's still cold, and they said it might snow today.
Better start walking then.
I'm starting to feel contractions.
Just walk it off.
The temperature's dropping. If something happens to the baby, I'll never recover.
You should have thought about that. Not my problem. It's your fault for slacking off with housework.
Our baby could die out here.
I've warned you plenty of times. If you're worried about the baby, then make a real effort to get home.
You're putting our baby at risk. The baby could be in danger.
Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe this will teach you to be a better wife.
I can't believe you do this to us.
Believe it. Better start walking.
What if I go into labor here?
Then you better hope someone finds you.
There's no one around for miles.
That's the point.
Please think about what you're doing.
I have thought about it.
The baby doesn't deserve this.
The baby deserves a mother who can take care of the house.
I'm begging you.
Keep begging. I'm turning off my phone now.
Don't turn off your phone.
Goodbye. Hope you learn your lesson.
Richard! Call me as soon as you wake up.
Mom? What is it? I've got a hangover headache, so let me sleep a bit longer.
This is serious. You need to wake up. Well, your father got fired because of you.
Huh? Why? What are you talking about?
The mountain incident. How could you leave Sarah alone in the mountains?
Who told you? Did Sarah tell you about that?
Everyone knows now. You just abandoned your pregnant wife in the mountains, didn't you?
I don't understand. How do you know about that? And what does that have to do with Dad's job?
It has everything to do with it. You know how Sarah grew up in foster care?
Yeah, she's an orphan. Her parents died early. They eloped or something, and she said she didn't know any relatives.
Well, you're not going to believe this. It turns out her grandfather is the chairman of your father's company.
What? Are you serious? That's impossible! Mom, there has to be some mistake.
I wish it was. Why would I joke about this? Oh no, I said all those things to her because I thought she had no family.
She never mentioned any grandfather. There must be some confusion.
Richard, you really didn't know anything about her family?
She said she was alone. No, she said she didn't have contact with any relatives.
You need to fix this immediately. Quick, call Sarah and apologize.
How did they even find out?
Her grandfather's people saw everything.
What do you mean?
You have to get her to forgive you no matter what. She's the granddaughter of a wealthy family. We should have treated her better.
This can't be happening!
If she doesn't forgive us, we're finished!
Is Dad really fired?
Yes, effective immediately. You need to fix this now.
I'll try calling her.
Our whole family's future depends on this.
She's not answering.
Keep trying, and apologize properly.
I will.
What were you even thinking, leaving her in the mountains?
I was angry.
Just hurry up and fix this now.
Sarah, I'm sorry. Where are you? I'll come get you.
Don't bother. Don't even contact me.
Please, let me explain everything.
There's nothing to explain.
You don't understand! Don't say that! I was actually going to pick you up right away!
After turning off your phone?
But my friend got in an accident and was taken to the hospital, so I couldn't contact you until now. I'm really sorry.
Can you prove your friend had an accident?
What do you mean? Huh?
Show me proof about your friend. The friend who had the accident. Is it true? If you have proof, I'd like to see it.
Well, about proof, my friend only had a minor fracture, so he wasn't hospitalized.
I know you're still lying. You said you were going drinking with friends after leaving me there.
I can explain.
You were just hungover and sleeping all this time, weren't you? You only contacted me now because your mother told you to.
That's not true. I really am sorry. No, I genuinely wanted to apologize.
I see. Well, I accept your apology, but I can't live with you anymore.
What are you saying? You mean divorce?
Exactly.
You can't mean that. You can't be serious.
I've never been more serious. You abandoned me in the mountains in my 9th month of pregnancy.
I admit it was a mistake.
A mistake? You deliberately drove me there.
I wasn't thinking clearly.
I was already at my limit, and I finally found the strength to break free.
Wait, please, I haven't even thought about divorce.
I've thought about nothing else since last night.
We're about to have a baby!
You're the one who abandoned both me and your unborn child.
I'm so sorry, I wasn't thinking straight.
That's not an excuse for what you did.
I'll never do anything like that again!
I can't raise a child with someone like you.
I'll help with the baby! Remember, I said I'd help with childcare?
It's not about helping. It's about raising the child together.
I can change!
And how can I believe promises about something you haven't even started doing? I'm divorcing you based on how you've treated me all this time.
Is it wrong to want housework done? To have the house clean? I just wanted the house taken care of properly!
Stop pretending this is about housework. I've told you many times, I'm pregnant. I never said I wouldn't do anything because I'm pregnant, and I did what I could. Even so, you kept on complaining to me about housework and called your mother to come over, which made everything even more worse. I could barely handle this tough situation all through my pregnancy.
I'm sorry. I was just stressed out from work every day.
So that makes it okay? So you took it out on me. That's not an acceptable reason at all.
I'll change everything. You're right. I was wrong. I'll apologize as much as you want, and I'll change. But please don't get my dad fired.
I had nothing to do with that.
Wait, I'm still shocked that your grandfather is Dad's company chairman.
My grandfather made his own decisions.
But you said you had no family. Was that a lie?
No, it wasn't a lie. I only found out yesterday myself, too.
Really? How?
My grandfather came to pick me up while I was walking down the mountain.
What? How did he find you?
He had people looking for me at that time. Apparently, he'd been looking for me for a while. The investigators who found me happened to witness you abandoning me, so they contacted my grandfather.
I see. I understand now. I'm truly sorry. I was 100% wrong. I'll do anything to make up for that.
So now you're sorry? Only because you found out about my grandfather?
I'll never do anything like that again, and you won't have to do any housework. So please, just come back home first.
No, I want a divorce.
Think about the baby! But raising the child alone?
That will be much better than with you.
Even if you have your grandfather now, a child needs both parents.
A child needs good parents.
I'll work hard at parenting, and I promise I'll never call my mother over again. Please, I'm begging you, think this over.
Now you're begging me? After what you did to me?
Listen, Sarah, I want our family, because I still want to be with you. I was looking forward to having the baby, too.
Where was this concern yesterday? Even though you wouldn't listen when I begged you to come back?
I know I made a terrible mistake.
And if my grandfather hadn't found me, you probably wouldn't have cared at all.
That's not true. I was worried. I did care.
Then why wait until now? If you were worried, you wouldn't have waited until now to contact me.
I can explain.
You didn't care until your father got that call and your mother told you. Isn't it all too convenient? I will never come back to you.
Please give me another chance. I'm sorry. I was really wrong. I'll do anything, so please forgive me. Please.
It's too late. It's impossible. I don't need a husband who never cared for his pregnant wife, took his mother's side when she was cruel to me, and abandoned me and his child in the mountains.
I said I was sorry, but I admitted I was wrong about that.
Sorry isn't enough anymore. It's too late for apologies now. I've made up my mind to live for this child. I now have family who truly care about me, and I finally understand that you're unnecessary in my life. Even after that, my husband and mother-in-law kept sending apologetic messages, but I cut off all contact and had my lawyer handle the divorce proceedings. My grandfather also had my father-in-law's firing reversed, in exchange for my husband agreeing to the divorce. My husband didn't want a divorce, so his parents apparently forced him to agree, and I heard that he's now estranged from them. Honestly, I think if his parents were going to cut ties with him anyway, they should have defended me from the start, but I don't regret the divorce. I had no confidence in raising a child with such a husband. Due to him abandoning me in the mountains, I also got a restraining order preventing him from approaching me and the child. Though he was that kind of husband, he seemed genuinely excited about the baby, so I heard he's quite devastated. Still, he brought this on himself, so I feel no sympathy. Recently, I safely gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Though I had many worries, my grandfather has been completely supportive, allowing both mother and child to recover peacefully. However, I can't rely on my grandfather forever, so I'm planning to return to work when my son turns 1. I want to build a foundation where I can raise my son independently and put my grandfather's mind at ease, since I barely remember my parents. I'm still not used to my grandfather's kindness, but I hope that through many conversations, we can eventually develop a true family relationship.